You've finished the story and are ready to take on the daunting Wolcen endgame. Hello folks, it's Codiak here, back for another video, and today we'll be helping you break down the best progression as the champion of Stormfall. Wolcen's endgame comes down to two things: upgrading Stormfall and grinding. But without a basic understanding of how the project system works and the rewards you could potentially unlock, you'll be doing twice the work for half the gain. First things first, upgrading the Stormfall Palace. This should always be a central focus when picking projects. Upgrading the planning committee will increase the number of simultaneous projects you can have assigned, up to 5. More availability means more choices, which come into play with some of the more resource-intensive options. Next, I recommend unlocking the Seeker's Garrison. This upgrade will give you the option to send out townsfolk on simple missions that can net you gold, primordial affinity, and items. It's a good way to make some quick coin, and the productivity cost is next to nothing. Once you have those two things unlocked, it's time to focus on the heavy hitters, the massive projects that will take a number of runs to complete. At this point, you should always be looking to upgrade any productivity boosts at the palace. The higher the productivity, the less grinding you'll have to do. Now at this point, you'll have to make a decision about what's next. If gold is your objective, you have a few options. First and foremost is the Siphon Chamber, which converts primordial affinity into gold. However, you will need to unlock Planning Committee 2 before you can unlock the Siphon Chamber. Converting primordial affinity to gold isn't an instant process and does require a decent amount of productivity, just something to keep in mind. Additionally, you can unlock the Stormfall Trade Assembly, which acts just like the Seeker's Garrison. You will have to pay close attention to the potential rewards because not every mission rewards gold. In terms of major builds, the Refugee for the Blind and the Cartographical Archives are decent choices. The former permanently increases the gold find chance while exploring, and the latter increases all sell prices at the merchant. Both will ultimately impact your bottom line in a positive way. If primordial affinity is your objective, your options are a bit more straightforward. Players can unlock the Energy Instiller, which acts just like the Siphon Chamber in reverse. Players can opt to spend gold to create primordial affinity. Keep in mind that you will get a healthy chunk of both gold and primordial affinities from doing expeditions and mandates, so it does come down to what you actually want to accomplish in the endgame. If better gear is your objective, well, then you have a number of choices. As we mentioned before, the Seeker's Garrison always has the chance to bring back something useful, including legendaries. This is partially why it's such an important upgrade, because it checks off a number of boxes. You might also consider unlocking the Dark Market. This does take some time since you'll need to unlock Planning Committee 3 before this becomes an option. The Dark Market allows you to upgrade item quality, increase item rarity, and increase reagent rarity, all of which can help further gear out your character. Additionally, you may have some luck with the Transmutation Forge, which allows players to transmute items, changing them from one thing to another. There's also an upgrade that increases the quality, so if you like your chances, this could be a good option. Getting better gear ultimately comes down to luck, but with some building upgrades, you can tip the scales of balance to your favor. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you have to have a plan if you want to make the best use of the Stormfall Champion system. If you go in there just upgrading at will, you'll end up spending money you don't have, and the upgrades will be more or less a resource sink. Think about what you need to accomplish, and remember, productivity is at the center of it all. You should always be focused on completing palace projects first, with everything else taking a back seat. Of course, you will eventually unlock everything, but this is a good place to start. If you do have further questions, we're here to help. Join us on Discord and be part of over 2,500 gamers from across dozens of different games. My name is Codiak, and from everyone here at Legion Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.